Hi SILEM stars, you're welcome back to my channel. In today's video guys, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful circle wrap skirt that you can see me putting on right now. As you can see, it is 180-degree circle, and then it has belts that you can tie at the back, and it's such a beautiful piece, as you can see. And when you open it up, you're not worried about your body showing because it wraps really well. So if you want to see how we make this beautiful circle wrap skirt, definitely keep on watching.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
Now this is the fabric that I'm using for this piece. This is 3 yards of fabric. I'm using a lightweight fabric. As you can see, this is quite light, and this fabric is also a bit stretchy. So this is the fabric that I'm going to use. You can use chiffon, you can also use Ankara, whatever fabric you have. Just make sure that you have at least 3 yards for this. So I folded the fabric widthwise, and then now I'm folding it diagonally, okay, the way you would normally cut a 180 degrees circle skirt. That's what we're doing now. Unlike a regular skirt where you just use your waist to cut the circle or to get the radius for the circle, for this one you need it to really wrap around your waist more than once. So we're going to divide our waist measurement by 2. As you can see, my waist is 30 divided by 2, that gives me 15 inches. Now I'm going to now add that 15 inches to my normal waist measurement and also add 10 inches. So 30 inches is my waist. I added it to half of my waist measurement plus 10 inches, and that gave me a total of 55 inches. Now it is this 55 inches I'm now going to use to get my radius. So I divided that 55 by 3.14. That gave me 17.5, which is approximately 18 inches. So my radius is 18 inches. So do not use your regular waist, because if you use your regular waist to get that radius, it's not going to wrap around your waist. It's just going to be exactly your waist measurement, and it would not wrap. So I'm marking that 18 inches now from the top of my fabric. Then I'm using that to create a curve. Okay, so now just to be sure that I have that 55 inches that I calculated, I simply measured that curve, and what I got was 14 inches. Now as you can see, I have 4 pieces. My piece is folded and I have 4 pieces right there. So I did 14 times 4, and that gave me 56 inches. So as you can see, what I needed was 55 inches, but when I measured that curve that I marked, I actually have 56 inches. So it means I have an extra 1 inch in addition to the 55 that I want. So now for my band width is going to be 2 inches. So I'm just placing that 2-inch mark above that line that I marked. That's that curved line. And then I'm going ahead to mark the length of my skirt. Remember, I'm placing that 2 inches on that line. Place that 2 inches on that curved line, okay? Because remember, your band is going to be there to complete the 2 inches. And then I'm going ahead to just mark 41 inches for my skirt length. If you want your skirt to be longer, obviously you can mark whatever length you desire. So I'm just moving my tape to different parts of the fabric there, still making sure that the 2-inch mark of my tape is on that curved line, and then I'm marking that 41 inches, which is my length. So I'll do that all the way till I get the complete curve for the hem. And once I've gotten that, the next thing I'll do is just to cut it out. So I'm going to cut along that curve at the hem, and then I'm also going to cut along the curve of the waist. Okay. But what I need to do now is I need to complete the bottom part of my skirt. If you look closely, you're going to see that some part of my skirt was not complete, okay? Because when I folded and I cut it out, some part of the skirt was actually not complete. So I'm trying to complete the part that was not there, if that makes sense. So I'm just cutting following the same shape that I have. Okay, just cut following the same shape that I have. So when I open this up now, you're going to see what I mean. Can you see? It's obviously not complete. So now the part that I cut, I'm going to go back now and join it to, you know, the skirts. So I'm just going to go ahead now to pin the piece that I just cut out. I'm just going to pin it. Now, as you can see, I need to cut another piece, okay, for this other part that is this other part of the skirt that is incomplete. So this line now where I'm going to sew, I added half an inch to the piece that I cut, okay? That extra half an inch is going to help me to join the piece to the skirt. So I'm just pinning it down, and then obviously I'll go to my sewing machine and join it with half-inch seam allowance, okay? So once we're done with that, this is what we're going to have. Can you see? I've gone ahead to join it. I also opened up the allowance and I ironed it flat so that it's very, very neat and it's not noticeable on the right side. As you can see, this is the other part that I joined and then I ironed the allowance. Now for our belt, this is what our belt looks like. So I'm going to let you know the dimensions that I used. So now this belt is this long because I joined several pieces of fabric to make it as long as I want, okay? And then I opened it up and I fused the belt on the wrong side with my interfacing, okay? Now the width of this belt is 5 inches. That's how wide the belt is. And then the length of the belt is the waist measurement, which is 56 inches plus extra 30 inches, which gave me 86 inches. So the reason why I added 30 inches extra is because after the belt has gone around the waist, it needs to still be long enough to be tied at the back, okay? Remember, we're going to tie a bow at the back, so that's why I have that extra 30 inches. So the 30 inches is simply 15 inches on one side and 15 inches on the other side. So that's why I added 30 inches to the skirt waist. So now I'm going to fold the belt lengthwise and I'm going to mark the midpoint of the belt. So this is the midpoint of the belt lengthwise. And then for my skirt as well, I'm going to fold my skirt and I'm going to mark the midpoint of the waist. I'll just mark that midpoint of the waist and then I'm going to open up my skirt. Now I'm going to place the belt, that's the midpoint of the belt, on that midpoint of the skirt. So the center of the belt, I'm going to align it with the center of the skirt as you can see me doing. And then I'm going to pin at that center. Now I'm going to sew from that center all the way to the end of the skirt waist. So I'm going to sew the belt to the waist from that center all the way to the end of the waist, okay? And I'm going to stop at that end of the waist. I'm just going to join this belt to the waist with half-inch seam allowance. So from that same center, I'll sew all the way to the end of the other end of the skirt waist, okay? So just stop where the skirt stops. So this is what we have here. As you can see, I joined the belt with half-inch seam allowance and I stopped where I have that skirt, where I stopped at the end of the skirt waist. Now for the rest of the belt, I'm going to show you how we're going to finish it on the sewing machine. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip the belt to the wrong side, okay? We'll flip the belt to the wrong side so we can sew inside. So this is the belt here now. I'm going to flip it to the wrong side and I'm going to close the end. I'm going to sew the end closed with half-inch seam allowance. You can also use quarter-inch seam allowance, which is actually what I'm using. I'm using quarter-inch seam allowance. So after sewing the end of the belt, I'm also going to now sew along the length of the belt. I'll keep sewing all the way till I get very close to where the skirt starts. Okay, so once we're done with that, I'm just going to trim off the allowance, just reduce the width of the allowance a bit, and then I'm going to use my scissors to turn this belt now to the right side. Okay, so I started from the end of the belt, and then I'm just going to bring the belt out to the right side. So just watch what I'm doing. This is the way that you would this is the way to do it so that the belt is very, very neat. Okay, so now once we're done, you're going to see that there'll be a little opening, you know, at that belt where I couldn't sew up to. I couldn't sew to this point here on the wrong side. So I'm just going to fold in the allowance, and then I'm going to top stitch that little opening that is left. Just fold in the allowance and then just go ahead and top stitch it. It shouldn't be more than 2 inches. It's a very, very short space that you weren't able to sew on the wrong side. And then once we're done with that, all you have to do now is just iron it neatly and we're good to go. And this is what the skirt looks like. As you can see, these are the belts on both ends, and the belt on each end is 15 inches long, because remember that we added 30 inches extra to the waist measurement. So this is how we're going to wrap it. Just go ahead and wrap it very well and then tie it at the back, a nice bow at the back. And as you can see, like I showed you at the beginning, you're not worried about your body showing because it wraps very, very well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.